So you want to make sure that it's flat as possible. It's not necessarily hilly. You know, there are some hilly lots out there, and things of that nature. So whatever works for your plan, you want to make sure that you purchase accordingly, right? Because all of those are additional costs. All right. So next thing you want to think about is the soil. Okay. What type of soil is on the land that you're buying, right? So before you sign on the dotted line, your realtor should advise you of this. Your realtor should say the purchase is contingent upon a percolation test, right? Also known as a PERC test. The PERC test is going to determine whether you can put basically whether you can build on the land, right? Whether you can have water and whether you can have sewer on the land. If it's bad soil, that's going to cost you some money, you know, to get that soil treated. If it's too bad, then it's a bad investment, right? So let's say, for example, it was a old gas station there that you didn't know about, right? So there were gas tanks up under the ground or a bunch of oil spillage or something like that. You know, that's going to cost you money to clear up before you can start building. All right. So you want to check on the soil on the property, whether you have clay. Now, if you're building on a bunch of clay, you know, that's not necessarily good. And if it's super sandy, it can make it real hard to compact, you know, the soil to be able to have a solid build on. Sometimes if you're building on sand, once you lay your foundation, after a while, it can start to settle real bad. And that's how you get those like cracks in the walls because the foundation is settling. And if you build on a lot of sand, you know, that could be a huge problem, right? So those are some things that you want to keep in mind when you're building, when you're buying land. Is it wooded? You know, how many trees need to be taken down? Is it slopey? And the type of soil. All right.